So good afternoon everybody. Today we are going to start the civics part. So first I hope all of you stay safety at your home and also participate in our online classes. So thank you to all of you and congratulations to all of you that you have promoted to standard 7 to standard 8. So let us start our civics part. Your civics part covers that the first chapter of this is our constitution. Let us discuss about the different chapters that having in your class 8 standard 8. Okay, the first chapter that is cover our constitution. Second, we will discuss about the fundamental rights. Third, the union government, that is called central government. Central government having different three parts. One is legislature. Second, we will discuss about executive, and third one is judiciary. Then let us discuss the last chapter that is having safeguarding the marginalized. We will discuss the last part of the session 2020 to 21. In the first that two chapters in 51 that will cover, that is our constitution, and second one is that our fundamental rights. I hope you must have some knowledge about our constitution. Constitution is an important part of our country, not our country but every country, to govern the country smoothly. So let us discuss about what is constitution. Before starting constitution, I just want to give some examples, that is what is the need of the constitution. Okay, so constitution, it is not a word that only used for the smooth functioning of the government in our country. Constitution always having some rules and regulations. Without rule, we cannot conduct our life smoothly. Everywhere we see the rule. Even if when you are playing the cricket match or when you are playing any chess or carom, that also having some rules. In your family, there is also some rules. Yes or no? Okay. So, when you are going to school, there is also some fundamental rules for you. What is the timing of the coming? What is the differential timing? What is the recess timing? How many classes? Who will take your classes? Everything is going through the rules and regulations. So, I hope all of you understand what is the need of the rules and regulation in our everyday life. And just like that, the rules and regulations is also very important for any country, for the smooth conduction of the government, that people are staying in the country. This should be within the rules and regulations. In this chapter, I divide this chapter into many parts. We will discuss the chapters very briefly. I hope you can understand this chapter. If you have any doubt, you can also call to me, as I have sent my phone number in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So let us discuss first about the rule of law. We will go through this part of this chapter. First we will discuss about rule of law. Second one is definition of the constitution. Third, preamble part. Fourth one is different articles or schedules are borrowed from the different type of countries that are included in our constitution. In the last part, we will discuss about the features of the constitutions. So let us discuss about briefly what is the rule of law. Rule of law means it is the rule that is implemented every citizen of our country, and it is equal for all. There is no discrimination on the grounds of gender, religion, caste, color, creed, etc. There is no discrimination. Rule of law means all are equal before the law. This is called rule of law. So every government organizations are functioning under this rule of law. Then after we can say that this is properly a democratic country. As we have known that in the previous classes, India is completely a democratic country. Why it is called democratic? Because we are giving equal opportunities to all. We are giving equal emphasis to all citizens, whether he may be rich or poor, he may be belongs to any caste or any religion. We will discuss everything, every part later. But let us start. What is a constitution? Actually, constitution is a fundamental rules, is a body of fundamental rules according to which the government functions. That means the government, who may be in the government, which party may be acquire the position, or maybe the government, but they are functioning their duties, they perform their duties coming under this constitution. No one is beyond the constitution, whether he may be the Prime Minister of India, or maybe the President of India, or any political party organization, or any government institution. No one is beyond than the constitution. So always in a democratic country, the constitution is the supreme. All of you understand? The constitution is the supreme. No one is beyond the constitution. So let us discuss about we will discuss the need of the constitution and vision and values of the Indian constitution later. First we will discuss about the preamble of the constitution. In the first page that of the constitution. Constitution is nothing else. It is just like a book, but having some rules and regulations which help the country to functioning the government. That is a completely book, a written book, that is called constitution. So in this book, the first page is having the preamble of the constitution, and in the preamble many things have told. We will discuss later, but I just read the preamble. We the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and secular. These words, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, we will discuss you later on the next videos. Let us discuss about when we are writing the constitution. I have shared a video about the history of the making of constitution. There are so many difficulties faced by the Constituent Assembly. Let us discuss about what is Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly is a body where some representatives are chosen from the different parts of the country and set together to draft the constitution. Draft means to write the constitutions. There are so many discussions, debate. Then after we find a fine constitution, which is the best constitution of the world, that is our Indian constitution. Okay. So let us discuss about our Indian constitution, how they framed. They are taking near about 3 years, that means 2 years, 11 months, 18 days, near about 3 years, and lots of discussion in the assembly halls. And that hall, that is the members are the members of the Constituent Assembly, and they are chosen from the different parts of the country. They are taking part, and who is the chairperson of the drafting committee? That is our known as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, the president of the Constituent Assembly is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. They are the two important persons who conducted the assembly properly and with a proper manner, and finally they hand over the constitutions to us. But some important features, what they are doing these 3 years, they are discussing lot of discussions having, and they are observing, they are borrowing from the different articles and different features from the different countries of their constitutions. I will discuss about that the features which we have borrowed from the British Constitution, the American Constitution, the Constitution of Canada, the Constitution of Ireland, and Constitution of USA. In your book, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 countries is given that we have borrowed different types of features from their constitution. You may see it in your book. Do you know box? Let us discuss about the basic important features of our constitutions. Remember it, this is the major part of this chapter, that the important features of the constitution. We will not discuss about all the things. I will discuss 4 parts of this part. Then after I will discuss the another parts of the features of the constitution in the next video. So let us discuss about the important features of our constitutions. Today I will discuss about 4 important features of our constitutions. First, our constitution is a completely unique constitution. Why it is called unique? Because it is special, it is the best, because we have discussed many features of the constitution of the many countries that stimulated in one place, and they handed over us to that. For this reason it is called uniqueness. What is it, uniqueness? Many good points are there in our constitutions. We will discuss the good points later. Second feature is, it is the lengthiest constitution. You understand what is the word is lengthiest? That means more long constitutions. For this reason we take 2 years, 11 months, 18 days to finish or to drafting the constitution. And 395 articles, 22 parts and 12 schedules in this constitutions. And this constitution completed, the drafting of the constitution is completed, it is 26th November, no doubt, 26th November 1949. And why it is implemented 2 months later? Because it is completed 26th November 1949 and it is implemented throughout the country. It is January 26, 1950. Once in 1930, there was first Independence Day celebrated in India under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru. Keep remember this date. We wait 2 months. Then after on January 26, 1950, we implemented the constitution throughout the India. The third part is written constitution. It is written. What is the opposite of the written? Unwritten. I am giving the example. British constitution is a unwritten constitution. It is going on through the traditional. It is going on through the traditionally. But our written constitution, it is everything, every line is written in that book, in that note, that it is for this it is written constitution. And in this drafting committee, I have already told that Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of this Constituent Assembly, and the chairman of the drafting committee was Dr. V.R. Ambedkar. The last one is, we will discuss rigid and flexible. Okay, the constitution is, our constitution is both rigid and flexible. What you understand rigid and flexible? Rigid means it is easy to change. Rigid means it is not easy to change, and flexible means it is easy to change. Okay, so what is the need of the changes? When we drafted the constitution, it was near about 70 years before. At that time, that situation, we have written the constitution according to that circumstances. But after changing of the day by day, the time, we need so many changes. We need so many changes. And changes is known as, in the constitutional language, it is called amendment. What is it called? Amendment. So many times we have amended our constitution so many times. But nobody can amend the constitution as their own eagerly. It needs a procedure. So changing of the constitution always go through a procedure. Okay? So rigid means some articles are there in the constitution. Nobody can change these articles. Like example, fundamental rights of the citizens cannot change legally. The central government alone cannot change anything else. This is called rigid constitution. That easily we cannot change these articles. Flexible, we can change these articles with the permission of the parliament or the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. How could we change the constitution? This is the basic. I have already shared the video of the constitution, changing of the constitutions. We need 3 procedures. We have to go through the 3 procedures. Changing of the constitution always need 3 procedures. The first 2 procedures, what I will talk about you, that is coming under the flexible changes. The last I will share with you, that is coming under the rigid constitution. Okay? The first, the simple majority. 3 procedures is there. 1, simple majority. Second one is special majority. And the third one is special majority with ratification. Let us discuss about the government, types of government. We have discussed earlier. How many things? We have already discussed about the types of government is central government and the state government. State government given the supreme power. They are not subordinate of the central government, as the discussion we have already. That state government has also some power. So when we are changing the constitution, sometimes alone central government can change the constitution, and sometimes both central government, this is the permission required from both central and the state government. Let us discuss about the simple majority. Simple majority is just like that, as we have known that central government is having two houses. One is Lok Sabha, second one is Rajya Sabha. Okay? So in this procedure, by the simple majority, you may look to your book when you are watching this video. There is three procedures. Let us discuss about simple majority. The simple majority tells about that needs the permission of the 2/3 member of the present of each houses. That means if on that day or the present members are 300, that is 2/3 is 200. Once it passes from the Lok Sabha, then it goes to Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is also same calculation. If the 2/3 members passed, then after it goes to for the sign of the president. Without president sign, no bill cannot be passed, whether it may be amendment bill or any other bill. So after getting to permission, after getting the permission from the both, after getting passed from the both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, it goes to the permission for the or signature for the president. Then after it passed, it can be changed. This is very simple procedure. Getting 2/3 support of the both the houses of the parliament. Then after president sign. Let's come to the second one, that is special majority. Special majority needs the permission of the all members of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, not the present member. There is two differences. One is present member, second one is all members. Let us discuss about more about the present member and more all members. For example, once in a classroom, the whole strength is 40. That is the all members, all students of the class. Present members on that day, there is the present members was present students was 32. If it is 32, that is the present students of that day. 40 is the present all members, all students of that day, all students of the class. So just like that, present members passed, that is simple majority. All members require 2/3 support, whether they are absent on that day. It also requires the permission or the grant from the absentees. So we have to wait for them. Then after this bill can passed, this is called special majority. That means consent will be taken from every members. The last one is the more difficult, most difficult one, and this procedure is coming under the rigid. Why it is rigid? Because after getting the special majority of the central government, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then after it goes to the state government. Every and each state government should pass, not every. It is more than half of the state government. For example, now it is 28 states or 29 states. 28 states, half of the state government. That is, if 14 means 1 plus 15 government, 15 state governments given the consent is yes, then after this bill or the act can be amended. This is the three procedures. I hope you can understand this. We will see in the next video. In the next video, we will discuss about the India as a state and unitary and federal government, parliamentary type of government, and the other features of our constitution. Thank you. Thanks to all of you for watching of this video, and I hope you understand. If you cannot understand, then you can call to me by the through phone call. I make you understand. I hope you will live safety at your home. Thank you. Have a nice day.